In this video, I'm going to walk you through the entire process of painting this lovely Christmas robin created using the alla prima wet into wet technique. I begin by toning the canvas. I never work alla prima on a white surface, so I've toned this board with Michael Harding Burnt Sienna Transparent Acrylic Primer, and it gives a lovely warm glow that sits beautifully behind the cooler greys to come. Next, I mix 3 greys, a dark value, a mid value and a lighter tone. I push the paint right into the weave of the board, working relatively thinly. Because I know I'm going to be layering more paint on top, working from thin first and thick later is the golden rule with alla prima. Looking for that transition from dark to light for that background area. Once the background is in, I mix a darker grey from raw umber and ultramarine blue to create those distant trees. Working wet into wet lets me blur the edges with a mop, giving that lovely soft atmospheric look. I block in the berries with a darker red, blending softly, and then I add the snow using a lighter grey. Not white, but because of the contrast, it actually does look white. I finish with a gentle mop to keep it all nice and soft. Now on to the robin. As always, I begin with the darkest values first. Once again, applying the paint thinly, knowing that I'm going to be putting extra layers on top. For the shadowed red breast, I mix alizarin crimson with a touch of black and once again scrub it in thinly. And this sets up the structure before any brighter colour goes on. When it comes to painting the eye, I place the dark shapes first, then mix a blue-grey for the highlight. And a final dot of pure white adds that bright catchlight. With the shadows established, I add the midtones, the yellower area around the eye, and then the oranges and reds. I'm using cadmium orange, cadmium red, and cadmium yellow, and I blend softly where the colours meet. On the chest, I repeat the same method, a darker grey scrubbed in thinly and then lighter grey placed beside it. The beak is all about small value shifts, careful attention to dark against light. As always, applying thinly and then thicker highlights on top. The tree trunk follows the same thin darks, thicker lights principle. Once that thinner mid-tone is established, I begin to work my darks into that, followed by slightly thicker highlights. The snow on the branch still isn't pure white, it only looks pure white because of the surrounding values. Now that the blocking is complete, I'm able to begin adding those feather strokes on top, starting with those darker ones first and then adding those thicker highlighted feathers on top. I use a small liner brush flattened to a chiselled edge and begin building the feather strokes. Cross-hatching on the chest creates that believable texture. This is the slow, steady part, and because all those layers are thin underneath, I'm still able to keep adding layer after layer, working wet into wet. The claws are painted the same way as the rest, block in the darks and then add thicker highlights on top. Once again, I'm back to the cross-hatching for more refinement until everything feels cohesive. Here you can really see how I've flattened that liner brush to that lovely chiselled edge, and that's what's giving me those wonderful fine lines. I lightly tap everything with the mop. Now I'm not smearing, I'm just calming down those harsh marks without losing definition. Because the background is still wet, I can drop in small white dots and then gently blend them to create that soft, out of focus snowfall. And here is the finished painting. If you'd like to learn oil painting techniques from classical underpainting to alla prima, do be sure to check out the MazArt Academy. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next painting.